Good morning, Paterson. As you know, in collaboration with the City Council, we have prioritized improving our parks. In fact, we've invested over $100 million to achieve this ambitious goal. That includes 10 athletic fields being renovated in the last 6 years. That includes 10 parks being upgraded as well. Eastside Park is an example where we've invested $2 million in resurfacing all the roads, creating pedestrian pathways, and also renovating the tennis courts. And they are appropriately colored orange and blue.
Orange and blue, Eastside.
Eastside, or for some, the New York Mets. I heard him say that. But Westside Park is as ambitious, or maybe even more ambitious, $14 million for the total transformation. Barber Park, Jeanette Thompson Park,
Yes.
Bear Track Park,
Yes.
your baby. This is just an example of how we prioritize our parks. And it's appropriate that Councilwoman Mims is here because the first grant that we applied for when we both took the oath of office in 2018 and became respectively mayor and councilwoman was the 10-minute walk campaign, where we said every family in Paterson should have a park within 10 minutes, a 10-minute walk of his or her home.
Yes.
We got that grant, and Councilwoman Mims, Councilwoman Davila, Kathleen Long, our BA, and our DPW Director Billy Rodriguez went to Chattanooga, Tennessee to learn some best practices about parks.
Yes.
And so today we're here to celebrate the fact that our public has provided input, valuable input in the process as far as what they want Vista Park to look like in the city of Paterson. We thank Gianfranco for the work that he's done specifically with Hinchliffe Stadium, a key component of the $100 million investment.
Yes.
Because, quite frankly, Hinchliffe Stadium might have been a mall or housing, but it is one of two stadiums still standing in the country that hosted Negro League baseball games. We also have affordable housing for senior citizens, the Hinchliffe residences, 75 units. So to complement that work, Vista Park will be a state-of-the-art park thanks to the public's input. And I am profoundly grateful to Gianfranco for making sure that Patersonians, people who care, were a part of the process. And you will see the fruits of your labor as far as the public comments are concerned. There are picnic areas. There'll be an amphitheater. There'll be a walking trail. There'll be play space, playgrounds, a playground for children, shaded areas. Lots of activities will take, positive activities with a view of not only our city skyline, but the New York City skyline as well. So at this time, I want to call forward Gianfranco Archimede, Historic Preservation Commission.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Councilwoman. It's great to be here this morning with you all. I'd like to give a lot of shout outs, really, is what I want to do today. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all of the Patersonians who came out to fill out digital surveys, to take a look at the Vista Park webpage, taking a look at the various sketches and the ideas that our contracted designers helped to develop about what the park could be. And we did get a lot of really helpful comments, and we're here today to kind of tell you about how the plan has changed to incorporate those comments. So thanks to everyone who came out. And I'd also like to say that we're going to put this new sketch that is being revealed here at the press conference on the same webpage. That's can be found at www.patersonnj.gov/Vista Park. So if you visit that page, I'll be updating it with the new sketch and information about next steps and when the park will be getting under construction. I'd also like to give a shout out to our partners at Green Acres. Martha Sapp, who's here with us today, thank you very much for your continued support, not only over all these years, but in this case as well. The National Park Service with the Land and Water Conservation Fund is part of the funding that Green Acres has helped provide to make this park possible. Our partners at New Jersey State Parks, both the shout out to Rebecca and Joshua for being part of the process, standing right along with us, helping us get through the public comment period and providing their own feedback and input as well. This is a really interesting situation to have a national park in Paterson at the Great Falls, and right alongside of it, a state park. This park land is actually owned by the state of New Jersey and is administered by the New Jersey State Park System. So a big shout out to our state park colleagues. Our state park that came forward in our survey that people visit is Ringwood State Park. So as an example, we do have Pattersonians who go to Ringwood, and our county park system as well, right nearby, for example, Garrett Mountain and Rifle Camp Park and Goffelbrook Park right in our neighborhood that a lot of you also attend. So this is going to add, for the first time since 1890, a large collection of public amenities and outdoor space for our residents and for residents of the state. So I also want to give a shout out to Suburban Consulting Engineers. Chris Kemper, the landscape architect, is here with us, joining us today, and his team for coming along and helping us design such a wonderful park. So thanks a lot, and please do check out the website, and thanks a lot for coming out and providing your comments. Our next steps are to get into drawings and agency reviews. We will be dormant and quiet for several months before we have a bidding process. And the bidding process will then result, if all goes well, in an award of a contract to a contractor to build this park. And we're looking to get into construction by the end of this year. So that's all really good news. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. So I'm not quite sure if you can envision this. So you have the Great Falls and all of the improvements that are being made there. They have the quarry lawn. There's going to be a lawn here as well. And then you have a river walk at the falls as well. And then when you walk back up to Hinchliffe Stadium and you see, behind it, the highest point in Paterson, you'll see something that, and I'm going to venture out and say it, potentially could rival Westside Park and Eastside Park as far as the amount of amenities that are part of this project. So here's another park that we're adding that could potentially parallel the other parks that we have in the other sections of the city. Aforementioned executive director of Green Acres is with us, and she's chomping at the bit and wants to say a few words. Her name is Martha, appropriately, Sapp. Go ahead.
Chomping at the bit. Thank you for having us. Yes, on behalf of the DEP, I'm very happy to be here. When it comes to Paterson, Green Acres, and really the whole DEP, we are all in.
Thank you.
We are all in. And it's not just about the funding, although we know you appreciate it when we award more grant funding. As we just did recently, we awarded another $1.4 million for Vista Park. It's not just about that, but we have a committed group of people who care about making the life in the cities better all across New Jersey. And Paterson has been such an energetic and great role model for a lot of other cities. And that's why we just love to come here. And we look forward to the groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting at this park and all the other parks that we're funding, and even the ones that we're not. We applaud you for your commitment to open space and recreation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martha. I'm so glad you were chomping at the bit. And I will say, I'd say the most salient point that you raised with Paterson is that we'll be the role model for parks. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we strive to be. So at this time, I want to call forward our councilwoman who's been championing the park improvement project on the legislative side with her colleagues, Councilwoman Dr. Lalisa Mims.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to our mayor, Gianfranco, chomping at the bits, Green Acres, the architect, and to everyone. So for me, parks are very exciting. I've been a champion for parks since I've come to the council in 2018. But one of the things that's exciting about this project is that I believe when the community participate and the input of what's going to happen in any structure, the community at large wins. So this is a great win. Thank you for the digital process, the online process, communication, telephone calls, everything you've received, emails, from the community to make sure that this will be a stellar project. We can only support that which is stellar in the community. I support parks because Paterson is a stellar city. We have stellar parks, stellar projects, and stellar people. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. So we want to make sure that parks are available to Pattersonians, accessible to Pattersonians, a safe place to take your family, enjoy an afternoon. Make sure that you know that in Paterson, we can take something like Vista Park and make it a breathtaking experience for families. And so, Gianfranco, once again, a tip of the cap to you. Make sure that Vista Park becomes a reality. And I also want to thank everyone, like we stated before, that participated in the process. I remember being at the Great Falls Youth Center and seeing Pattersonians come in and out, whether it was Rita Gernand, Inga Spungen, Frank Filippelli Jr. All of you were a part of this process, and others as well. And so, thanks to you, we now have a design to present to the public and get the process going so that next year around this time, you're going to see significant progress being made at Vista Park. Thanks for watching.
Okay, hi, I'm Gianfranco, Archimede, City of Paterson Director of Historic Preservation. I'm joined by landscape architect Christopher Kemper from Suburban Consulting Engineers to talk about our sketch out design that was incorporated and influenced by the public comment period that just closed recently. So we're really happy to show you this sketch, and I'd like to go over some of the amenities and areas of this park that will bring great benefit to our citizens and to everyone in the region. So Vista Park is accessed through Jasper Street, which is up here, off of Ryle Avenue on the north side of the Sayegh River, not really that far from the Great Falls and from Hinchliffe Stadium. So you would be able to drive into the park, and then there will be shaded parking available as well for being able to drop off your coolers and other equipment that you bring for the shaded picnic area to have a nice family picnic here. While you're at the picnic area, you could also have your children playing in these play areas, a formal play area for the variety of ages, or they could also be playing here in sort of an unstructured play area in the smaller kind of green area. And they could be under the watchful eye of their parents, and also there's a bathroom building that will be provided here, next to the picnic area, next to the play areas, not far from the parking areas. Additionally, we have a large great lawn space that is available for passive use, and a wonderful tree-lined promenade from the bottom of the parking area up to the dramatic viewpoint that gives a vista of the city of Paterson and beyond, all the way to New York City. So Vista Park is in the highest point in the city of Paterson. This is how it affords this wonderful view from this location. We're very happy that the state of New Jersey has set aside this land, this actually very special land for this purpose. And this park is actually going to be considered a state park because it's owned by the state, and we'll be calling it by the state its name as a state park. Moving over to this side of the park, we have a small amphitheater to be used for more structured events that the community may want to play at, and a very exciting urban meadow area where native plantings will be placed and protected, and there's not only a walking trail or a jogging trail, but also seating along this area to kind of be surrounded by the existing trees and have a place to be sort of enjoying and listening for the sounds of nature. So in general, you can see all the walking paths around the park. So we know a lot of folks like to jog, they like to walk, and this will be available as well as one of the passive recreational amenities here. Furthermore, the place has historic significance to the city of Paterson and to the region. going back even to the Revolutionary War as part of our Continental Army's military campaign. They were stationed in and around this area, and this was an area where some activities happened. Later on, the city of Paterson established its first public water supply, and there was a reservoir located on this park. We'd like to be able to interpret and tell about these stories by using interpretive panels that will be also put around the park. We have considered a lot of different comments from the public. Sometimes, first and foremost, we wanted to make sure that the place would be secure and safe. And so we were programming a park with lighting and with security cameras, and a park that also can be blocked off from sunrise to sunset. This will help to protect all the amenities that will be installed here, but also to help have a handle on security issues. So those are some of the main amenities that are planned for the park. We got a lot of great feedback from the public that were in support of many of these, and we're very pleased to show this to you. Please remember to visit www.patersonNJ.gov/Vista Park, where you can show this plan in more detail and spend more time looking at it. Thank you very much.